Guys, it's Sharon Marie from Journey to Health and Wellbeing. How are you all? It is day 3 of self-quarantine, although we did go to the store today. We went to Food Line, our local Food Line, and we almost didn't make it because we had a big, thick cloud of fog covering the roads. So we waited until we left the house at 8:30, and I thought, oh gosh, that's going to be too late to go out because crowds are getting just absolutely out of control here, especially Sam's Club here. We don't have a Sam's Club membership anymore. Well, we have a membership, but we just haven't renewed it in probably about a year. Since my mum was here last time, we really haven't been because we don't buy in bulk, but it would sure come in handy now in a quarantine situation, buy in bulk. I did see a picture on Facebook of Sam's Club where they were lining around the block of Sam's Club before they were even open. They open at 7 a.m., I believe, for like their business people, but I think they're kind of waiving that and letting everyone in at 7 a.m. So I thought, oh my gosh, we're not going to be able to get anything at 8:30. The car parking lot was kind of pretty full. So I took extra precautions because Randy has respiratory breathing issues due to severe sleep apnea, and he really should be wearing oxygen. We did have an oxygenator, but it got taken off of us from Medicaid because we didn't meet the requirements of it being used. So they came and took his big tank. So we're thinking of getting like a smaller tank that he can carry around. But as for now, we're just got to be so careful with him. So, I mean, I would be, I'd be like not so concerned if it were just me, but it's Randy too. So I've got to sort of take care of myself so that I can take care of him. So I wore gloves. They were large latex gloves that I got from Sam's Club. My friend has a membership, so I went with her a couple of weeks ago, and I've got like 400 gloves, as if I'm gonna need 400 gloves, but you never know. And I wiped down the cart. They had some extra strength sanitizer to spray your cart down, and I think I was the only one in the store that was wearing gloves. So everyone was staring at me, and there were a lot of people, but it wasn't like a crowd of people. The first place I looked was like the toilet paper aisle. Not that I needed toilet paper, but I was actually looking for more antibacterial wipes, which you can make your own. I might do a video if you'd like to how you make your own. It's basically how you make your own hand sanitizer, and then you fold your paper towels and you have it in a little container, which I don't really have any containers to put things in, and you just soak it overnight in the hand sanitizer that you make. So I was good for all that, but I thought, it really wouldn't hurt to like have something extra. I have 2 big cans of Lysol. I'm not a person to go in and grab everything. Like, I'm not in a panic. I'm not one of these hoarders in a panic. I know that I'll probably end up going to the store again, but we're probably good for about 3 weeks now. I'm just meal prepping food. I'm making a pasta bake at the moment with low carb pasta. Impossible it is, from nutrition.com. So I've made that. Last night I made a chicken bake out of a chicken pasta bake, same pasta that I bought online on Nutrition. So if you guys are missing pasta, that is a really great place to bypass it. And they're still doing orders. They come out from New York. So I've just basically been opening the box outside with my gloves and then putting everything away because the virus can live on surfaces. But we've just been taking extra precautions. I'm probably like taking too many, but anyway. So I made It was the chunky chicken. I think I like it in a can. Again, I bought that from Sam's Club. Yeah, like I think it was Hurricane Florence when we had Hurricane Florence or Michael. So yeah, I mean that kind of thing didn't really have an expiry date. Canned stuff doesn't really have like a big expiry date. So that was yum. We ate all of that. And we even gave Ollie some, which we shouldn't have, but he had a little bit. And now I'm making the spaghetti bake. And so yeah, I got a lot of meat, but things have definitely gone up in price. My husband still drinks milk. He's not keto or low carb or anything, but he gets like fat-free milk. So I got 2 gallons of those. I left mac and cheese. He likes Chef Boyardee or something, cans of macaroni and cheese, but I didn't buy everything out. I left a lot of stuff for people. We had enough tuna, so I didn't have to get tuna. Ollie likes cans of tuna, so that's kind of like dog food for him. We kind of make his own dog food. We don't go by any commercial dog food. We kind of make his own dog food. I got some treats for him, and I got Gatorade Zero. I've got the little ones, so we got heaps of those. They didn't have a lot of water. Water was all practically bought out, so I bought Deer Park, which I never buy. And yeah, so coffee creamer, that kind of thing. Cheese was like more expensive and just stuff for my husband. Um, so yeah, we've probably got enough for about 3 weeks. We already had enough in the house where we probably didn't have to go out, but I just thought maybe today might be the last day that we can go out because it looks like we may be self quarantining for the next 2 weeks. I'm not quite sure, but um, we did not go and get Randy's insulin at Walgreens. It's possibly going to be delivered for free, so that we don't have to go over there. If we do, it might be tomorrow, might be the next day, but they're really good. They'll keep it on hand. So yeah, it's been a busy day, and I would have done a video in the grocery store, but I was obviously getting looks from wearing the gloves. But sometimes you have to take extra precautions. So when I came home, I sanitized my hands with the rubbing alcohol and the aloe vera. I made my own hand sanitizer, and I made sure that I Lysol down the refrigerator door and the freezer door. And I must say, Australians right now in Australia, it is like worse than what it is here. I thought when I walked into Food Line, I thought shelves were going to be bare. There wasn't a lot of meat, but there was enough meat for everybody. Cheese was pretty low, but I mean, in Australia, nearly every shelf that you go into, like Woolworths, IGA, Coles, it's all really low, and they've got like less numbers than we do here in the United States. So I think we're close to like 2,000 cases of positive coronavirus. Um, and here where I live in Charlotte, we have 11 cases in one county, one positive case in our county. Um, and they're thinking about probably in the county that has 11 to just, yeah, probably just quarantine those people. But I think the reason why we have the higher numbers is because the people that visited China when it started in China, they brought them home on the plane, and that's how the spread become. Now a lot of people are saying, oh, the media is out of hand and it's just all we ever hear. Okay, I understand that, but this is a serious thing. You have to take things seriously because it's basically another strain of pneumonia. There are people that are dying. It doesn't have an age limit. Just because you think you're young and you're healthy doesn't mean that you're not you're gonna not get it. Um, so today I had a little bit of a cough, but I wasn't like thinking I had it or anything. It was because I think Lysol kind of got in to my lungs, and I'm fine now. My stomach bugs seem to have cleared up, so that's good. And I'm just relaxing at home. We've got Amazon Prime, so I'm watching right now. I think it's called Chaotic or something, is about a married couple. Well, married couple that has a baby. Um, and yeah, it's funny. So it's uh it's a Prime only original series. There's like 4 seasons of it, so it's keeping me busy. I've been talking to mum. She got her neighbour to go out and get her some almond milk, and the neighbour had to run around a few different places just to get that. And mum's neighbour is selling, so they're going to probably be building 2 townhouses or apartments, townhouses, apartments, same thing. So that's going to give her a headache. And they've not been self quarantining. So um, they're actually still at able to go to gatherings with 100 people like we used to be, but now we can't go to gatherings more than 10 people. So it's basically, we're basically going to go into quarantine any day now. There's also been another cruise ship that won't be able to dock. I'm not sure. They've tried every place. I think I'm not sure what cruise line it is, but they've been to many different docking places and they won't let them in. So I feel sorry for all those people who are on cruises and they're stuck on a ship. I think that's why I would never go on a cruise. Like, I've thought about going on a cruise, but you always hear about the norovirus. Um, there's a lot of viruses that go around on boats, so I think that kind of has always put me off. Have any of you been on cruises lately? If you have, let me know what cruises you've been on. Or do you have a cruise booked and are you cancelling your bookings? Because actually, I think for the next 30 days, President Trump has stopped all cruise lines. I think Princess Cruises, Caribbean, Disney, those kind of cruises have stopped. But I guess this one that's in the waters right now wasn't cancelled at the time. So yeah, and it's a worldly thing. Everyone around the world is going through the same thing. It's a time of prayer. It's a time of reaching out to friends, to neighbors, obviously social distancing, but still praying each day, every night, making time with God. Um, Reading, catching up on things. Are you working from home? Let me know if you're working from home and how you're managing to do that. When I was at the store today, I spoke to the girl at the checkout and she said they will not close. They will stay open even if they do um, get self quarantined. They will remain open. So yeah, and a lot of restaurants now are still open, but they're doing delivery or curbside pickup. And we've got to support our local small businesses because a lot of these places are struggling right now, losing money, and the economy is horrible. The stock market has crashed, and I actually found a new Mexican restaurant that Randy and I might try out. It's kind of over near the hospital. We're over that way a lot, and I thought maybe we could go and check it out. We might order online. They have keto options, so like a taco salad or something like that is probably what I would have. Randy always likes like burritos or something like that, but or nachos or whatever. But yeah, I mean, they're still doing that in Australia, and I don't know about worldwide, but in Australia, they're still doing it. So support local businesses. And I think if you're afraid of eating out because of the virus. Actually, like if your food is heated up to a certain temperature, then the virus will not be, it will not affect your food. Um, our vet's office is also struggling as well. They're just taking in the animals that are being seen into the clinic without the owners. The owners can come in the room, but they're still going to take the pets in the back to give them the shots and everything. And if the pets needed medication or you need medication or anything, they'll do that curbside. They check you in the parking lot, and I'm just so glad that Ollie doesn't have to go to the vet. He doesn't have to go to the vet till the end of April. So hopefully by the end of April, this will be all done with. There'll be a vaccination maybe. If not, I really don't know if we can put off his vaccines because he does need his rabies shot. I know that that should never be late. And as for medication that he takes, like flea and tick treatment and worming treatment, he can't really get behind on that. So I think I would be fine with them taking my baby back, and um I'm really comfortable with them. I like them. I like them a lot. I trust them with our baby, and I know Ollie get goes there to get groomed and we leave him, so I'm fine with that. But just at the moment, it's just you've got to take every precautionary measure. Yes, the media is kind of blowing this up a lot. It's making a lot of people anxious. So if you're a person that just can't deal with this right now, just stay away from social media and the news, but still stay up to date with like your what's happening in your county and where you live, because it's important that you know what's going on. There was one man in Kentucky that didn't want to be self quarantined, and he released himself from the hospital. He was positive he was in the hospital. He released himself early, and then when he came home, he said he wasn't wanting to be self quarantined, but they enforced him to be self quarantined, and they've got guards outside of his house. So that is how serious it is right now. If you see New York City on the live feed, there's no one out at all. Like really, no even traffic or anything. So in Times Square is where you'll see on the video feed. So yeah, I mean, not much is happening here at home. I'm just trying to keep myself busy, getting the house clean and cooking and watching my shows and things like that. And the boys are in bed; they take their afternoon nap. Um, so yeah, how are you guys doing? Please comment in the comment section below. I know a few of you watch and comment, and I really appreciate all your comments and your prayers and kind thoughts and sweet words, and I just am praying for you and your family to stay safe, and I'd love to hear from you on how you're doing. So take care, guys, and I may check in tomorrow. I may be a couple of days, but I'm trying to kind of get my channel rolling again with more frequent videos. I know that I've been kind of for a long time off of here, and I have to kind of be accountable. I am losing weight, so that is good. The scales is going down, my clothes are getting looser, but like actually at the moment that's not my main priority. My main priority is obviously staying healthy, which is that is kind of low carb keto, but just taking care of my husband, my family right now, and just yeah, keeping afloat right now is what I'm is my main duty. So, anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. And please, please, please reach out to me if there's anything that you need. If you need any prayers for any certain situations, I'll be more than happy to pray for your circumstances. Okay, God bless everyone. Bye for now.